Swamp. We're going to talk technique today. There are many ways to strike this instrument to make it make a noise. Now, the hand that goes at this end is known as the right hand if you're right-handed, or left hand if you're left-handed, and the bass is upside down. It's the plucking hand, the fingering hand, the picking hand, the plucking hand. I said that one. So there's a number of different ways you can address the thing that makes the thing make a noise. But let's start. We'll go through a few techniques. Let's start with fingerstyle. This is taking a little walk on the bass, just a little gentle like that, and not looking to strike too hard, kind of not reaching deep into the string, just sort of the pads of the fingers here. It's where you want to be, striking. The thumb is used as an anchor, so I've got it on my fretboard here. And as you walk up the bass, you can anchor on the strings a bit higher, so you've always got that same distance between your finger and your thumb. You're not sort of trying to do this. Anything that's uncomfortable is probably wrong. Anything where the tendons are popping out your wrists is probably wrong. It's all about getting to a nice, relaxed, comfortable position. Which is, you've seen me play, might come as a surprise, but I'm very comfortable with what I do. Thank you very much. So that's your traditional bass playing style. You can get effects from it. Before you start buying effects, your hands are your effects board. Listen to the difference in. So where you pluck the string has a massive effect, and I'll show some different effects later. Next style, pick. Correct way. If this was a wrestling grip, this would be a gable grip, i.e. the best one. Bend your index finger around, make a little hat for it with your thumb. This is what works for me. This is like a classic kind of guitarist picking, and you want to pick a nice straight line through the string. If you've got an angle, hear all that scrape, so I'm scraping across the string. So you might want to bring your arm round, depending on what kind of tone I want. I'm just doing downstrokes there, so I'm playing down through the string. I do sometimes play upstrokes as well, but it doesn't sound as smooth. You hear there's a little bit of a gallop, a little bit of a syncopation. I can't seem to sort that out no matter how long I spend with the metronome, but so you can with a pick. I can play a lot faster with a pick than with my fingers, but that's not true of everybody. Some people are quicker with their fingers. So for rock styles, so I was doing palm muting there, so I was laying my palm slightly on the string by the bridge. It'd be great if that mic stand wasn't in the way there. So for like metal sounds, that's your classic pick tone. Can you hear those harmonics? Those like pinch fake harmonics. So that's like fingerstyle and pick style. There's also slap, which I am no expert in, but sort of. So it's not really something I do, but a lot of bass players do that. And that's kind of a very sort of aggressive sound. Really needs like, spend hours and hours doing that. It's not really for me. Other styles are kind of tapping. Other styles. In Jamaica, the reggae players, they call their thumb the big finger. I've heard reggae players, and you can get a really like nice bassy tone out of that. There's not a lot of top end in it, so you know it's big fleshy thumb, so anything softer is going to give you a softer bassier. Really nice. The technique that I use with the right hand, which is sort of thumping, I don't know what it's called. So I'll use that if I've played a note, it's dying off, and I want it to sustain longer. So it's got much less attack than like hitting it with my fingers, which sometimes I can clank against the pickboard if I'm being aggressive. So it doesn't have that top heavy attack, it's much more subtle, and it looks cool as well. So you can sort of tap notes on the string, so you can kind of, so if you want to be playing the drums at the same time, it's like, if you want to be clever. Another thing that can be done on a bass is pinch harmonics. Those aren't really cutting through that well. I could do with some compression or amplifier there really, but so there's the natural note. There's a harmonic that I'm sort of pinching by creating an artificial sort of harmonic with my thumb and pulling off. So there's like crazy stuff that you can do like that. So the ways you can play a bass as well. Here's a drumstick. I haven't got a chisel to hand, but vegetable peeler. You hear it's a much different sound, much brighter. Part of that's the rattle of the veg peeler. Let's turn it around. So veg peeler. Here's a tape measure. Let's see how this sounds. Sort of quite hard to control. Wouldn't really recommend that one. I'm just looking around for stuff on my desk. Here's a roll of sellotape. This might be quite interesting. It's quite good for. Okay, so those are a few ways of tackling the bass guitar with the right hand. Each of those is many hours of learning in itself, and of course I don't play slap, so I ain't going to teach slap. But yeah, pick or fingers, it's totally up to you. Don't let anyone tell you it's wrong. If you want to play your bass with a drumstick or an electric toothbrush or a chisel, don't let them tell you it's wrong. Just, you've got to pay for your repair bills, right? But that notwithstanding, there is no wrong way to play the instrument, but there are tried and tested ways of playing the instrument that we know work. So that's really the emphasis. That's like, okay, this is what's worked for bass players for 70 years, and this is what's worked for me for 30 years. My goodness, I've been playing bass for almost half as long as there is been bass.